guys, welcome back to Surviving the Badge Bar, where we're here, two cops in a bar talking cop shit. And cheers. Tonight is going to be a funny as hell show. We're going to talk about funny shit that happens to rookies in their first couple of years on the job. And man, I know you got some stories. I got some crazy funny ass stories. And if you guys got some stories to share that were funny, you know, that happened to you out there on the job, even if you weren't a cop, if you're a fireman, if you're, you know, whatever, any kind of profession.
Whatever rookie.
Yeah, any kind of profession, it doesn't matter. All funny shit happens to the new guy.
The newbie.
Meaning
the FNG, the fucking new guy.
We're having a little new guy. Yeah, we're having a little Buffalo Trace here. All right. I'll let you start it out since you're like chomping at the bit.
So one of the things I noticed as a rookie is, and this does not happen now because we got body cams and shit, and the stuff that you and I saw or got into pre-body cam would not happen today.
No. And we don't mean illegal shit. We just mean
just
tough cop stuff.
Well, okay, so I'll give you my story. And you may have been there, but I was a rookie at this time.
Oh, God.
So we get called to a house in the city.
Is this 1895?
Yes, in 1895.
Got you, bitch.
Right up on horses.
Finally got you.
And while we're there, there's this, and it's at night, and there's this drunk, and he's just being an asshole.
A drunk.
Right. And I think it's you, me, and another officer who's not with the agency. He's still on the job though, so I'm not going to mention his name. And I'm just, you know, kind of observing. I'm not on FTO anymore, but I'm just a newbie. And the drunk's just being an asshole. And the officer I'm with, not you or me, but the other officer says, "You need to leave now. You need to leave." And he keeps coming back, and he's just being a little asshole. And he says, "Sir, if you don't leave now, you're going to go to jail." And so as he walks along, he leaves. This officer, he says, "Hey, have you ever seen drunk fishing?"
Oh, God.
And I'm like,
Gary.
I wasn't going to say his name.
Don't give a shit. We didn't give a last name. Gary.
So I said, "No, I've never seen drunk fishing."
I was not there. It was my dad, you, and him. Yes.
So I said, "No, I have never seen drunk fishing." He's like, "Well, you're about to." So he tells this guy, honestly, like 10 times, "Leave the area or you're going to jail." And finally he gets a little bit away, and he hits but
he's still screaming and hollering.
Yeah. And he hits him with the flashlight.
Yeah.
Right.
Blink, blink.
Blink, blink. And the guy's like, and we're like,
"See you later."
Blink, blink. And he's like, "Motherfucker, you guys doing that to me?" We're like, "Whoa, what? Hey, quit shooting your light." And he runs right at us. And he just comes running right at us, charging at us. And we gave him a warning, and he went to jail for.
Was that a little bit of what do you call it? Hunting over a baited field?
Yeah, I think
with
that was
a drunk.
Yeah, hunting over a baited field. So as a rookie, you're just kind of sitting there watching them. You're like, and you're just kind of absorbing it. And what you do with that is,
oh yeah. So I was talking to Mike last night. By the way, this episode is dedicated to Dennis McGuire of DeLand Police Department, DeLand, Florida. Did over 30 years at that agency. He just passed a couple of weeks ago, and we went to his wake Thursday. A
couple of days ago, yeah.
Yeah, a few days ago. God bless you, Dennis, and your family. You were amazing. You taught me so much, man. And some of these stories kind of have to do with that whole era when I worked with him. But anyway.
And for all of you who were at the wake, who came up to me and said, "You know what? I think Ronnie's right. You do need a haircut."
Yes.
F you. Yes. Not going to happen. I'm keeping it.
Freaking Einstein over here.
Right. All right. What do you got, LT?
So Mike Maxwell, he was a sergeant with an agency I work with. Greatest guy in the world, man. Usually all business, but he has a great sense of humor and loves collecting cars, right?
Right. So he's that guy?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So they tell me, they go to his house, pick him up.
Okay.
Sergeant Maxwell, pick him up. I'm like,
how long on the road are you?
Oh God, maybe off of FTO, maybe a month.
Oof. Okay.
So I'm like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll go pick him up. So I run over there to his house and I pull up. And as I'm pulling up, here sits this beautiful baby blue 55 Ford sitting in the driveway. And I mean, it is pristine, gorgeous. Get out of my place. I'm like, and as Camille said a million times, I'm a car guy. I love freaking cars.
Yeah.
I wish I had a collector car, a nice collector car, but I don't. Anyway, so I get out of the car. I'm like drooling all over myself. I'm looking at this car and I get out of the car. And when I do, I freaking leave the patrol car in gear.
Oh no.
And now I'm out of the car and it's rolling towards this collector's item.
And everything slow down?
Like freaking 1000th frame, So he jumps in the patrol car and Mike goes, he's trying to stop the patrol car. Thank God it's slightly uphill and it's a Dodge Diplomat.
Right.
So it's just barely crawling and he's trying to stop it. He goes, get in the car, hit the brakes. So I jump back in the car, slam on the brakes, boing, 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 boing. You bounce off thing, throw it in gear. He goes, what the hell's the matter with you? I was like, I'm sorry. So I jump out of the car, of course, and then I turn the mics down a little bit. They were a little bit high. Sorry about that.
A little hot.
Yeah, little hot mics. And I jump out back, and he goes, just get out of here. Just wait a minute. Because I had to take him to work because his car was in the shop. I pick him up, I'm like, I'm so sorry. Nah, no damage. Don't worry about it. So the other day when I saw him at this wake, I reminded him of that story. And he was right on it. He remembered it like it was yesterday. And he was cracking. He goes, how long were you working for us then? I said, I was out of FTO like a week. And he goes, I remember that like it was yesterday, man. Oh, it was so funny. Well, it's funny now.
Yeah,
it wasn't funny then. I was shitting myself, man. Oh, that was scary, man. Scary.
I'm and I think most of my stories are probably stupid shit that I did. So all of you who were on the road, well, you get a silent bank alarm. You get there as quickly as possible. No lights, sirens, and you kind of stage up, right?
Stealth-o-matic.
Right. Yep. So I'm hauling ass there, and we get a
what do they call it? Invisible deployment.
Yes. There you go. Look at that. Invisible deployment. Come on. And it was the bank near the interstate. Okay. And so I park behind it, but I was coming in kind of hot, right? And and you all cops know, before you stop, you take seatbelt off so you can jump out, right? So I was coming in hot. I took my seatbelt off. I threw it in park when I was still going, and it caught, right?
But did you hear this?
No. It just kind of caught.
Oh wow!
And my head hit the steering wheel because I don't have a seatbelt on, right? And I'm like, wham! And I bounce back, and I'm like,
did you hear this?
No, I didn't hear that. I heard little birds.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, I'm sitting there, and my eyes start to blacken.
Oh.
And I'm like, and I don't know. It didn't go all the way, but I almost knocked myself.
Holy
I almost knocked myself off on a fucking steering wheel.
How in the fuck? But you got it covered.
Now you know why I wasn't on patrol long.
Best detective I've ever met in my entire life. Don't put him on patrol, please. So I'm going to my first real serious call, and this one isn't funny, but I mean it's a rookie story. Because we said, funny or crazy shit. I'm going to my first serious call. Because the first day I worked out, I was just a reserve. I worked like one day a week. Nothing ever freaking happened. They just told me to drive around. Okay.
Omnipresent policing.
It was, yeah, it sucked. But this was my first paid gig. This is 1980, the end of 86. Yeah, beginning of 86. So anyway, I'm driving around and we get this call, man, and it's
I was in 11th grade.
Man, shut up. So We've already said it. My parents had to buy my first gun so I could go to the damn academy.
Mine too. Yep.
So I'm going to this call, man, and it's balls to the wall going to this call, and it's freaking they pulled a gun on this guy. There's gun. They got a gun, and I'm like, oh Jesus, dude, I am literally knotting up inside.
Yeah.
Scared to. I said, well, this is it. I've only been a cop on my own for like 2 weeks here.
Game on.
To get killed, So I'm flying down here, jump out, and Brett, who I'm talking about, because we just talked about this in the week too, and he remembered it like it was yesterday. Matter of fact, where it happened was like 500 yards.
You could see it. You could see it from the wake. Yep.
And he goes, man, I remember that. So I pull up, and he's up there talking to the guy, and he's dealing with this one person. A guy comes out of the house, and he's got a 12 gauge in his hand.
Oh, God.
So I draw down and drop the gun. He throws the gun off because it was a trailer, but it had the steps that go up.
Okay.
And maybe it was a house, but anyway, it had steps that went up, and he threw the gun off, and that son of a bitch landed in the front yard. I mean, perfect. Just stuck barrel first.
Right.
I'm like, come down here, and I grab him. Brett's like, you take him. So I grab him, and the guy's like fucking wrestling me. I said, just put your hands behind your back. And he, fuck you, cop. So I push him up against the building, and he's pushing off. He tries to get his feet up on the building. All right, motherfucker.
Game on.
Play. I'm a pretty big boy. I said, you want to play? It was full suplex.
Oh.
Over the back, behind me. Wham!
Jimmy Flat Snooker.
Oh, it was, dude. Landed, fucking handcuff him. After it was all over, Brett looks at me and he goes, you can be my backup any freaking time you want.
He wasn't a big guy. Or not a big guy.
Brett was a bad mofo.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
Karate man and everything else, and canine and all. But yeah, he wasn't a big guy. He wasn't huge. Anyway, I'll tell you what. After we got all done and everything, I laughed. I said, man, I was so scared, Brett. And he goes, you had every right to be, man. That was a nasty ass call. Right. People armed and everything else. Yeah. So I mean, it was scary. It was freaking scary. And we've told that story in the So You Want to Be a Cop series, about being a rookie. But all right. I was serious. So, you got a funny one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I never tased myself, but I sprayed myself in the face. Well, I may say I pepper sprayed myself. I didn't spray myself in the face. It wasn't that bad. So.
Get the car.
We get called to.
It was close.
It was close. We get called to an alarm, and door was unlocked. So searching the house, going around corners and shit like.
Of course,
this, right?
Slicing the pie,
leaning over, all that shit, and then all of a sudden, my nose starts running, my eyes start running. And my side starts burning, right?
Oh,
and I'm like,
no.
So, unbeknownst to me, one of the leans I had pressed. I had pressed.
Is that what it sounded like?
Yeah. I had pressed the pepper spray, and it had just soaking into my vest and into my into my undershirt and everything.
And it's got CS and OC.
So raise your hand if you're an idiot. I'm like, what is that?
Oh no!
I'm like, Tenny, clear.
And this is why he wasn't on patrol very long.
So I jump in the car and I run to some back alleyway, and I'm stripping off my vest and my shirt and drying it all out.
You can't get away from it.
Crying, I'm just snotting all over myself.
You can't get away without gallons of water. You can't get away from it. Oh my God.
It's so bad. I'm such an idiot.
I wasn't a rookie, but I was a rookie taser owner.
Okay.
Sitting in the car. Tracy, if you're listening to this, you're going to laugh. You and Daryl both. Sitting in the car, we got this new taser, and I'm sitting there talking to a deputy friend of mine, Daryl, and he goes, oh yeah, we got the older ones, the batteries don't last so long. I said, oh, these are the new ones, and they've got, you can disengage the cartridge and all that. These are really cool. Well, what I did was I pulled the cartridge off the bottom
Okay.
And I'm showing him the cartridge. He goes, yeah, those are similar to ours, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I said, yeah, man, look, I can fire it up. Battery's still real good. Pow! There was still a cartridge in the unit, and it shot the goddamn visor of that freaking Dodge Intrepid.
Confetti everywhere.
Yeah, confetti everywhere. Now I got wires dangling, and they're freaking loud. So they pull out their phone. You know, and thank God those were old phones, and the cameras sucked.
Oh,
so you
my
could just barely
goodness.
see. Oh my God. So now I had to write up the whole
use of force
thing.
report.
Didn't have to do use of force, but I had to do a damage to property, you know, because oh my God, I felt like such a freaking idiot. I mean, shit happens, man. You know, shit happens. You know, there's a lot of stories that we can tell, and this stuff happens to every rookie that I know of. I remember the rookies when they'd come in and they would leave their shit laying around.
Oh my!
In the
Don't
station.
leave your shit lying around.
And they would have a backpack or, you know, their report folder, their ticket book, all that shit laying around. Well, we had a rule, and we told them in training. And it was to teach them not to leave their stuff at calls. Because, you know, you walk out and leave your goddamn report folder there. Now, all your information, all this stuff's left at somebody's house. You go back and knock on the door at 12 a.m. to get your report folder back. It's just not cool. So it was done for a reason, but it was done out of malice.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And we would take evidence tape, which if any of you are cops know, but if any of you that are lay person don't know, evidence tape, when you try to peel it off of anything, it breaks up into a bazillion freaking little shreds.
You get a little piece at a time.
You can't get it off of anything. I mean, it's there for life. And I mean, you can get it off, but it's coming off in little itty bitty pieces. So we would take their book bag, or I mean, their report folders,
ticket books,
and wind that freaking evidence tape around them. And some of them, I swear to God, 20 years later, they still had evidence tape on their folder.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just a moniker. I got it. You know, you raise your hand. I got it. Hey, you dumbass.
Yeah.
Look, here's mine. They got me. I did the same shit, you know, but just funny stuff like that rookies went through. We all went through it. It was fun, you know, I mean, at the time, and there's so many practical jokes.
It's good knowledge to know to always, even, yes, on the street, always be in yellow, even in the station, always be in yellow.
Oh, absolutely. Always be in that yellow zone, man.
And you were there. I think you had to talk to the person, but it was my squad.
Imagine that.
It was my squad. And practical jokes. We screw with each other, and we got the squad bay, and we're just screwing with each other. You know, you got to live. And
makes the day go by.
We used to put tape, and this was before cell phones, when you had actually had a desk phone. We put tape over it, or what was worse is we would put ink on the earpiece.
The black ink.
Because this is what you would do.
Because stamp pads is what he's talking about. A stamp pad, ink pad, and we would wipe the phone in it.
And so you're at the station, and you need your case number or your response times, and you would say to dispatch, hey, can I get my, give me my case number. Can I blah, 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 blah. Right? So, and then you don't know because you don't feel it, and then everybody's like, yeah. So you got had. So we had a victim.
I had a victim.
Right. It was during our squad. It was you were sergeant then, I think. You had to explain it to the lady.
Yep.
And this lady comes in, and she's right. And I think I'm writing the report.
Yep.
Right. And
she said, "Husband, and get the insurance information." It was a stolen car.
Yeah. So she's on the phone, and you never know when it's got. So the habit was, pick it up and wipe your hand on it.
Wipe it on the hand. If you're clean, you're green.
Yep. So we don't know when, who, how, what. So she's like,
and we were trying to get Tommy.
Oh, is that what
he
it was?
got all of us, so we were trying to get his ass. And go ahead.
Yeah. So I was a rookie at this time, so I'm just all new to this shit. And this lady's and I don't really notice. I'm writing a report, and she's like la 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 la,
and then switched ears.
And then I think you came in and you noticed,
and I went, oh shit. So I look at the lady and I go, ma'am, we're taking all your information. I said, I really hope you have a wonderful sense of humor. And she looks at me and she goes, why, is my car really not stolen? I said, oh no, your car's stolen. However, and I explained the whole, we do this practical joke and nobody ever is allowed back here. No citizens or anybody's allowed back here. And you got had. And she reaches up and grabs both her ears like this. And she goes, oh my God, it's on both of them. Dude, it took 30 minutes of Gojo and water. But she had a great sense of humor.
That's awesome.
I'm doing that in my office. I mean, she was awesome. That one backfired.
Yeah, that was bad.
That backfired big time.
So you have to be careful.
Well, they took me out searching. They took me out searching buildings one time
for snipes
in the agency, and we're just looking at buildings. We had an alarm. We're looking at buildings, and I come around, and it was out at the airport.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at this damn building. I'm searching every window, visible deployment. You know, I'm walking up, and I'm like, you know, you look,
right? Yeah,
you know, and I look, oh, like that, and it was a goddamn mannequin with the aviator hat and the fucking the goggles right in the window like this. Scared the absolute shit out of me, dude.
Oh man,
how many people did we get with the bear at the house over there?
Oh yeah, everybody.
Size freaking bear
kept going off forever.
There was a house and alarm went off at least twice a week. It went off in this house, and you go in the house and you check, and there was always an unlocked door.
Always,
and we'd always take the rookies.
Always take the rookies.
My dad made sure. He goes, "I'll send 42 over there." You know,
because it had a full size. I mean, like a grizzly
stand up fucking grizzly bear with his claws out, and you'd come around the corner, and that son of a bitch would be looking. And if you didn't shit yourself, you fell down trying to get away from it. I'm
pulling your gun and almost shooting it.
Oh my
God! There's any bullet holes in that
I
thing.
know, right? I wouldn't be surprised. But you know, this is the shit that happens to rookies, and we've all been there. We've all done it, and it's just a blast. And you just roll with it. And you go, I can't wait to get the next son of a bitch.
Yep.
Because I got you know, I mean,
it's all harmless shit.
It happens. It's harmless. We're doing our job.
Right.
It's just shit happens. You know what I mean? So anyway,
was it you or your dad? Because I know I didn't do it, but I heard about it and I saw it. So we used to have these massive zip ties.
Oh,
and you put it and you put it on the drive shaft.
It was me and Shay.
Okay.
And Prizer.
Okay.
Because I had gotten Prizer numerous times with the powder in the face.
Right.
And they put it on mine.
Oh, okay.
But I got them.
Okay.
Oh, it backfired on me. They put it on mine. I get going down the road and I hear these goddamn drives. So I'm like, holy, what the hell?
So what you do is you put a zip tie.
It's got to be a rear wheel drive car with a drive shaft.
Right.
Yeah.
And you put this massive zip tie and it's got the end on it, and as it turns, it just slaps the undercarriage of the car.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh man, it's like cards and the spokes when you were a kid. You know,
and you're like, what the hell?
So I get back to the state and I'm like, man, this car, what the hell? So I get underneath there and I look, and there's like 3 of them big ass zip ties, and I'm like, you sons of bitches. So it's all right, I'll fix your ass. And they had left. They went home. And so I come back in, I put my vehicle sheet memory, I just had to put the starting ending mileage, all that bullshit, put it on the table. And I go, yeah, funny trick y'all pulled there, Steve-O.
Right.
You know, God rest his soul. Steve's gone. Yeah. I said, funny trick y'all pulled. I said, the only problem is it bound up the U-joint and it freaking pulled the drive shaft out of the car. And I said, it almost hit and killed somebody. I said, so good job. And he kind of got that oh shit look.
Right. Yeah.
And then he looked down at my mileage and
it was a full 150 miles.
It was like 162 miles. And he goes, when did that happen? And I said, like freaking 8 o'clock this morning. And he goes, come on, man. I said, all right. I said, okay, we're getting Prizer.
Right.
God rest his soul. Prizer's gone too. I flipped it over. Prizer comes in. Hey, Sarge. Yeah, great trick y'all pulled on me. I said, the only problem is I said, that freaking drive shaft came off. It careened down the road. I said, it hit a brand new freaking car in the front. And I said, we had to do a signal 4 report, an accident report, and the whole 9 yards. I said,
I had to call FHP
out. Lauderdale came out. This guy was our chief, and he was a whack job.
Yeah.
And I said, he came out, and he says, when I find out who did this, they're fired. And he goes, well, that's just fucking great. He goes, I tried to do a fucking prank, and it backfired. That's just great. So he goes up to the front window to get his keys and his radar and all his shit, and he goes, just give me my shit. He's stomping off. He gets all the way down the hallway, and I said, hey, Dave. And he goes, what? And I go, gotcha, bitch. And he goes, I can't even pull a joke on you and it backfires. He goes, truce. After that, we left each other alone. We didn't mess with each other anymore.
Oh, good shit.
That was all in the matter of a shift change.
Yep.
Didn't take nobody off the road.
Nope.
I mean, it was just fun stuff. We had a good time. Don't do that on a front wheel drive. You will fuck the CV joints up on a front wheel drive car. Don't do it. If they're driving a pickup truck, however, with a drive shaft,
right?
good prank you can pull, and it works out great every time.
All right. Well, this episode was a lot of fun. Did we do the?
No, we need to do our sponsor moment. All these fun times and the alcohol and everything is brought to you by our sponsors. And this is a salute moment to all of our fallen. We have 59 fallen officers as of August 22nd, and this goes out to them. We salute you. And here's a word from our sponsor.
Contact Mainstreet Realty for all your real estate needs. This power team includes Tom Clem, a veteran Marine and retired law enforcement professional.
Thanks, sponsor. We appreciate you very much. Thank you, Tom and Kristen Clem. We appreciate you from Mainstreet Realty.
So tell us your stories. Tell us your
we
stories.
love to hear it, man.
So let us know what a good story. And
listen, I'll tell you what. The first one to comment.
Yep.
And give us a good first day or first, year at work funny story. I don't care if you're a cop or not. Funny story. When we do another one of these, because we're going to do another one here soon, because we love these stories. Yeah. We will put it on the air and use your little moniker. So make a comment. Make a comment.
Yeah,
we
love it. Yes,
comments.
absolutely. Sounds
absolutely.
Good. Yep.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. And always remember, at Surviving the Badge,
we still got you 6.
Be safe out there.